Hi guys, I am here today with this. This is the 2024 Hummer EV 3X SUV. Let's get into it. So for all intents and purposes, I should hate this vehicle. I live in Southern California where everybody's woke. I wear yoga pants, I meditate, I drink kombucha. But I'm also an automotive enthusiast. I love speed and anything on four wheels that makes my heart race. And that's why I love the Hummer EV. Let me tell you more. All right, this is one of the most polarizing vehicles that has come out in a long time. Why do people hate this thing? Well, it's enormous. A lot of people think it's obnoxious. Sure, it weighs 9,000 pounds, about the same as two Tesla Model Ys. But can a Tesla Model Y do this? Some quick stats on the Hummer EV. Obviously, I've got 3 electric motors, putting out 800 horsepower and about 11,000 foot-pound of torque. This thing goes from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And the MSRP on the one I'm driving today is about $117,250. The first time I drove this vehicle, I've driven it twice now, I got in it and I was honestly very nervous because it's a huge car. It looks like it's really wide. And I was like, oh God, can I park this thing? And honestly, the minute you get in it and you start rolling, you realize that behind the wheel, it actually feels smaller than the perception on the exterior. A lot of that has to do with the four-wheel steer. This thing is incredibly nimble. Parking the Hummer EV is a dream. You can check out this shot here where I actually backed it up into my garage, which who knew I could do that? I may have run over a couple things, but I did it, which is great. It's incredibly smooth. It's got air suspension, so there's a reason for that. The one I'm driving today, I'm running on these bumpy off-road tires, so that's giving it a little bit more texture. But obviously, if you want a smoother drive, you can swap out your tires. Also, the cameras and the sensors are extraordinary. And obviously you need those when you do things like Crabwalk, which I'll show you right here. Okay, how to do the Crabwalk. So these are your drive mode buttons. You're gonna take your four-wheel steer button and hold it down for 4 seconds. And you'll get a little crab icon and this groovy screen. Then you're going to put it in drive, turn your wheel, and then it's going to show you what you're doing here. And we're crab walking. A few other reasons why I love this car. The looks. First of all, look at this ride height. This is ridiculous, right? Also, the looks that people gave me when I was driving it. Half the time people would look at me and snare a little bit. There were those other people that were, giving me the thumbs up. And those same people wanted to talk to me. I had so many people asking me questions. I even had a valet driver who I thanked as he was giving me the keys back. And he said, no, thank you for letting me drive this truck. And I agree with him. Like, driving this is such an amazing experience. It's really special. So let's check out this automatic swing gate. The button is right here. Beautiful. Once you have the swing gate open, you can use these buttons to lower your rear seats and then hop in. So I know a bunch of you have asked, is it big enough to sleep in? The answer for me is yes. I'm 5'6", just for your reference. The driver's seat. So as you can tell, it's very spacious. If you're a wider person, you're going to be just fine in the Hummer EV. The armrest is actually really well placed. It's padded right here. Obviously, you've got a place to hold stuff, and it's flat enough to put a phone. I've got a speaking of phones, I've got a charging pad here, as well as charging ports in terms of places to put stuff. I've got cup holders here. This is enormous underneath. You could probably put a backpack under there. And then, like a lot of EVs, under this center console, there's an opening where you can store things as well. Speaking of behind the wheel, so all of these buttons here are really interesting because they're tactile, right? So you can feel them. But then once you engage them, because this is a digital screen, it will change the display to coordinate with whatever you're doing. For example, the seat warmer, I turn that on and then all of a sudden it's giving me the red and the blue, giving me the option to either do the seat warmer or the seat cooler. A few additional features, it has remote vehicle start. We've got Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, Android Auto. There's a wonderful Bose sound system with 12 speakers in this thing. It also comes with Super Cruise. That is, GM's driverless or driver assistance package, but that does require a subscription. Being a passenger in this vehicle is surprisingly fantastic because it's so big and spacious. You just feel like you're in somebody's living room. So this passenger seat, it's a bucket seat. It has this really interesting serrated or textured material here that doesn't stain or whatever, but it's also just doesn't feel like straight up leather, which is nice. We've got a couple of handles here because if you're going on this thing, you're gonna go off-road and have some fun. So listen, being in this vehicle as a passenger is fantastic. The back seat in the Hummer EV is equally plush. So there are 3 proper seats back here. You could put 3 adults comfortably in the back seat of the Hummer EV. And being back here, I've got my temperature controls, I've got charging ports, I've got vents, I've also got seat warmer, which is great. A couple of handles, of course, for going off-road. And because these ceiling panels are removable, I can also enjoy open air driving. So there you have it, the 2024 Hummer EV 3X SUV, the car you didn't expect to love. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm MotorheadMama. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. So there you have it, the 2024 Hummer EV 3X SUV, the car you didn't expect to love. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm MotorheadMama. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Okay. Car. Okay. Comes a car. So there you have it, the 2024 Hummer EV. People. So there you have it, the 2024 Hummer EV 3X SUV. I'm MotorheadMama. Thanks so much for watching. And dead.